From WTDG Toledo, Bridges, with your host, Donnie Miller, connecting our community with information about issues and opportunities.
Hey, good Sunday morning and welcome to Bridges. You know what? I know it is really hard to get your attention, particularly at this time of the year with the holidays so close to us, but you need to hear what we're talking about today. You know, the past couple of weeks we've been talking about the Healthcare Affordability Act, Obamacare, some of you call it, and how you would access that. We even had a little conversation about the Medicare expansion. Well, today we're going to talk about all of those things in so much more detail and some changes that might give one of you a job opportunity at Jobs and Family Services. So, talking to us today is the amazing Pete Gerken.
Good morning.
Don't believe the hype. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Donnie.
It's good to see you. County Commissioner, you all know Pete Gerken, but I bet you don't know this lady. This is the County Administrator. Her name is Laura Lloyd Jenkins. Hey there.
Thanks for having me.
It's our first time on the show. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we've been chasing you around, girl, trying to get you on. You're
here.
busy. You're busy. You're busy. So, and busy doing lots of great things, I understand. Major changes over at JFS.
Yep, big time change. Well, our director of 8 years, Deb Ortiz-Flores, has changed jobs, taken a career opportunity that we're very proud of her for the service she gave us, but she moved on. So that creates a leadership void at the top. And we also have had some changes at our Child Support Enforcement Agency. Our top administrator there has also taken another job. Now, county's not really that bad a place to work, but we think we groom people for higher positions and empower them to move up and out. So we have some real leadership opportunities and challenges at the same time, at a time when there's a lot of things coming at us. There's the Medicaid Expansion, there's Affordable Care Act, you know, food stamps is being debated as part of the Farm Bill. So it's really a challenging time, and we have lost two very good people at the top to good career opportunities for them. But we have to respond to that, and we don't see it as much as a challenge as an opportunity to think how we're going to do it again the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. And Deb did a great job of preparing her staff for the implementation of the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid expansion. So with the leadership that we have there in the interim, we are not missing a beat on anything. Absolutely not.
Well, I hear that you've stepped in. Actually.
I have stepped in.
That's
working.
What the rumor is.
Well, kind of, sort of. I am there working with 4 directors that we have kind of elevated as co-directors to be a transition team on the JFS side and on the child support side. Peter Uvagi, who is our Chief of Legislation and Policy, he's working with 2 co-directors on the child support side. So we're taking like a team approach to running the agency in the interim until we hire the best JFS director that we can find.
You know, that's a great segue to my next question, because I know that there are lots of people out there who have heard about these opportunities in both places, both at JFS and at Dean Sparks. Yeah, child support. What, child support? Dean Sparks?
Child Sparks.
Dean Sparks is at Children's Services Board. Right. And Kayla Cosme was the administrator, or is the administrator at Child Support.
Okay.
And she will be leaving effective December 20th.
So are there 2 or 3?
Well, we have 2 openings under our system.
Okay.
And probably an assistant director's opening too. So we probably have 3 major openings on us. And you know, I know on the child support side that we work, or child CSP side, which we work very closely with. I know Dean is having a contract renegotiated. And seriously, we're talking about transition planning there too. It's no secret that, you know, he would like a few more years at it, but we have to. What we've learned from our own experiences, you better have a good transition plan to leadership on some very important services.
So for folks who are interested, what's the process going to be? I heard that you guys are doing a national search. Is that true?
Absolutely. Already the JFS director has posted on our website. We've posted it with the National Association of Counties, the County Commissioner Association of Ohio. We've already, in a short, about 10 days that it's been posted, probably gotten a good 7 to 10 really solid applicants. Wow. And that'll be open for at least another 3 weeks or so. We'll look at the quality of applicants that we get over the next couple of weeks, and if we need to extend it, we will. But I'm feeling really confident about the ones that I've seen so far.
And I think we've learned from our past, when we had a county administrator's job open, we did a national search, and we luckily landed Laura from Alameda County in Oakland, California, to come here and lead our team. She's done a great job. So we've learned that it's better to just be open, transparent, see who's willing and excited about coming to Toledo, Ohio and Lucas County. And I think if we do it that way, rather than the old system of somebody knows somebody's brother that wants to be the director here, we can attract talent here. And I think she's living proof of it.
Yeah, let's talk about that for just a minute. So can I embarrass you for just a second?
All right.
Let me do that for just a second. So you came here from California.
Yes.
Like, what were you thinking? I love Toledo. I love Toledo, but like it's 13 degrees outside.
It is cold.
Yes.
And, you know, my husband was here and we had a long distance marriage. And I really had a great life over in California, and I had no plans to move to Toledo. And I had a great career there, and I didn't want to compromise that.
What did you do?
I worked for the county administrator for Alameda County, and Alameda County is the 7th largest county in California. So this is large urban county, and I was a budget analyst. I managed the civic engagement. I was the legislative analyst. So did a lot of work for the county administrator's office, so I know this work very intimately before I got here. Yeah. I saw the announcement online. I applied for it, and here I am. It was really.
I know you think it was your husband, but it was really like, you know, the city.
Now it made really good sense. I was able to walk in the door and kind of hit the ground running because I've done this work for the last almost 10 years in Alameda County.
So nothing overwhelming at all.
Not at all. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So you guys are looking for another Laura.
Yes.
Type to run the Jobs and Family Services. And Laura, you said that was going to be open for another 3 weeks?
About another 3 weeks, and
Is that both positions, I'm sorry, or just?
The child support position is not yet posted. That position is still occupied, and we're looking at possibly changing that position a little bit before we actually post it. So that one won't come open to the public probably for another month or so.
Okay.
But people should go to the website and sign up for automatic notifications so they don't have to worry about when are we going to post it. They will know immediately. They'll get an email, and that's how I found out about the job.
Oh, so it works.
It works.
So is that the commissioner's website that you're talking about?
Lucas
All right,
County.
we actually have the commissioner's website information for you before, and we'll show that to you before the end of the show. So make sure you have something to write with.
And we can just take your resume with us if you'd like, Donnie. We'd love to have you on our team.
No, I'm not. My heart is with Channel 13 ABC. All right. So how are you guys preparing for the Medicaid expansion? I mean, that's huge. There is an awful lot hitting you right now.
There is.
There's an awful lot hitting you right now.
There was, you know, and the legislature in the state kicked this thing around back and forth badly until Governor Kasich, who I usually don't give props to, but I will on this one, found a way to get the Medicaid expansion, which makes sense for everybody.
Honestly,
really
he
makes
did,
sense.
and you got to give it to him on this.
I'd like to give it to him. I'll give it to him on this one.
Yeah, this was, I mean, he's fighting his own party
I know,
on this
but it
one.
was the right thing to do.
It was, it is the right thing to do.
In Lucas County, 29,000 people now become eligible for substantial health care benefits that they were through the gaps on before. A lot of these people that we talked about in social service agencies are engaged with the ZEF centers, the Unisons, the Harborers, Neighborhood Health, and JFS. So we have a challenge, but we have a great administrative team that is working to accept that challenge.
And with the 29,000 new eligibles, about 15,000 or so of those are people who have open cases at JFS already for other types of services, whether it be food stamps or Medicaid. So we're expecting an additional 15, about 30,000 in general. So
who are these 30,000 folks?
These are people who, as of prior to December 9th, were not eligible for Medicaid because of their income. And now that they've changed the income requirements that you need to be about, I think it's 138% below poverty level, now this has opened the door for people who otherwise were not eligible, and those are the new 29,000.
Just to put it in perspective, and I think we've had this statistic for Lucas County, in the metropolitan area, half of our citizens in Lucas County are within 200% of the poverty level. So when you take from 100% eligibility to 138, you're basically taking almost another 1/3 of this county.
That's
and
exactly
making them eligible.
That's right. And you know, we talked last week to Renee Palacios from Renee Palacios from Family House.
Yes.
And I think I got so many calls last week because of that interview, and people were like, "Oh my God, really, is there that kind of poverty in this town? People are really sleeping in their cars. Families are really sleeping in their cars. It's not that well hidden that we should not know about it.
You can drive down Monroe on my way to work. I pass the Cherry Street Mission every morning. And in this cold weather, there are literally people outside.
That's right.
So this is a problem in Lucas County, just like a lot of other urban counties across the United States.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what's the process then, Laura, for people who are interested in just determining if they meet the qualifications? And I would say to you out there who are listening, not to assume that you know how to do this, I'd ask you not to assume whether you meet the qualifications or not, but listen to what Laura has to say to you and explore that opportunity if you need the assistance of Medicaid.
The state of Ohio has done an excellent job with rolling out a new website to determine eligibility and make the enrollment process really easy. In the first week since December 9th, JFS has gotten over 300 applications.
Wow.
And all of those applications have come in online. So this is a really seamless process. So you go to the state's website, you could literally just Google State of Ohio Medicaid and enroll online. And if you don't have access to a computer, you can walk right into JFS, and we have portals set up in the lobby so that you can enroll there, or you can pick up the phone and call a social worker and they will help you enroll. And it is really just that easy. The process has been completely streamlined.
What's the phone number there, Laura, that they should call?
It is, let's see, 419-213-8600.
And that's the JFS number?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's 419-213-8600, and that's the JFS number, and they can call and a social worker will help them through. Can they complete the application themselves online?
Yes.
Absolutely, and that's what we encourage
online.
them to do. You call JFS, not only do we have people calling for Medicaid expansion, but for food stamps and all of the other services. If you wanted to go directly to see whether or not you're eligible for the Medicaid, I would highly encourage people to go to the website. It is, it's very user-friendly.
Is it?
Yes.
We're challenged on the phones right now because it's a re-enrollment time. People have a lot of questions about the Medicaid Affordable Care Act, the food stamps bill. So we're really overwhelmed on the phone system. And to be honest with you, there are sometimes an hour or two wait on the phone because it's just the way that it's an older system. So we really are encouraging people to use the internet, to use the state's website to access us, and that'll make it pretty seamless, pretty fast. People are pretty savvy. One thing we know about poverty is that people in poverty are technologically savvy.
That's right. People
and let's not
know
assume
how to make
just
it work.
because people in
know how to
poverty
make
do
it
have
work.
smartphones and cell phones, and that's their lifeline to the world anymore.
Yeah.
And let's not assume just because somebody's poor that they're not connected. They are connected.
Right. Hold that thought, all right? We got to go away for just a second, but we will be right back, I promise you, with Laura Lloyd Jenkins and Pete Perkins.